Alright guys, we're starting off this look using the new Morphe 24G palette. I am so into this palette. If you know me, you know I love golds and pinks and maroons and oranges. This palette is stunning. I think the pink is a beautiful kind of mix in too. You'll see me use that towards the end. But we're starting off with the shade Spiffy. This is a matte, kind of burnt red brown. That's kind of the theme of this palette, and I'm sweeping this in the crease pretty heavily. I'm going higher than my crease and I am taking it out pretty far on the outer edges. I'm going to kind of blow it out into a cat eye shape. Usually I wouldn't take it out that far, but it's going to work with this look. So when you're done with that, I'm going to sweep the same shade on the lower lash line, and I'm going to meet it with that outer corner, so it'll be like a V on the outside of your eye. Doesn't have to be too precise, it's going to be pretty blown out. So then we're going to jump back into the palette and I'm going into the shade Steady. This is a vibrant red. It is shimmery, but I used it sort of like you would typically use a matte. So I'm using a Morphe pencil brush and I'm taking this really close to the lower lash line. I want this to be very rich and vibrant. So I'm just building up the color, doing a few layers, making sure that it really pops on that lower lash line. And then I'm taking it on a blending brush and I am going to kind of apply it to the outer third of the top lid, and then we're going to meet those two. So you want the lower lash line to meet up with the outer corner. You can see here I'm doing little V-like motions because it's going to be like a cat eye, but very vibrant and red, and then you can kind of blend anything left over into your crease or like inner socket of your eye. So now we're going to cut the crease halfway. I'm using Tarte Shape Tape. I just find that it works the best. And I'm using a small Smith brush, and I'm just going to take my time showing you a little bit of it. If you want me to do a video on cut crease for beginners, I can, but all I can say is take your time, slow down, and go higher than you think you need to. So now I'm taking a brush with nothing on it, and I'm just going to meld in the outer corner into that concealer, just kind of so there's no like harsh line in between. And now I'm going to start on the lid. So I'm going into the shade Lovely from ColourPop. I haven't used this in a long time, and I decided that I wanted to use one of their Super Shock shadows. So I'm using my finger and then a Morphe brush very lightly to kind of get anywhere that I couldn't get because of my nails. And then I wanted a really bright glitter, spotlight. So I'm using Smoldering Satin from Stila, and I'm just applying this to the center, kind of like, I don't want to say halo effect, but just to the center of my eye. I am using a brush because I am trying to kind of meld it in with the outer V, and I didn't want like a harsh line. So I find that I can kind of gradient, is that even the word? Make it look gradient with a brush. So now I'm going in to the shade Mooch. This is a really warm brown shade, and I'm just using this to deepen up the outer corner and to kind of sweep it over where that glitter is so that it looks very blended and seamless, but really just to give me a little bit of depth, but nothing too crazy. And then on the lower lash line, I'm going to do a purple liner. You could do black, brown, whatever you want. This is Marc Jacobs. And I'm just going to apply this all to the lower lash line. Of course, my camera is out of focus. Great, good job. So once you apply that, we're going back into the palette. I'm going in the shade Brownie. Now this is just like a neutral brown. And I'm going to really sweep this on the lower lash line. I really want to bring depth to that lower lash line, kind of to offset the red. I don't want too much red for this look. So now I'm going to contour my face. I'm using the new Tarte Contour Palette, and it's my first time using it, so I'll have to give you my thoughts, as I use it more, but Tarte really excels in contouring products, so I was happy with the way it applied. And then I'm going in to their new Park Avenue Princess Bronzer, again, a new product to me. I'm just going to sweep this all over my cheeks and my forehead just to give me a little bit more color, a little bit more glow. And then I thought because we have these red rich tones, I wanted to go in with like a creamsicle orange blush, something about like reds and pinks and oranges, I don't know, it just looks so pretty. So this is MAC Spring Flock. I'm just applying this to my cheeks, and then we're going to highlight. I thought I would stick with the neutral highlight or a gold highlight, so this is Butterscotch from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm using my Smashbox brush I was raving about in my favorites. I really enjoy this brush. It's just really precise, as the name says, and it just gets right on your cheekbones. Also going down the center of my nose and on the tip of my nose, and then also my Cupid's bow. So now for the glitter part. I'm going in with Violet Voss adhesive. You can use, I've heard NYX has a good glitter glue if you want like a drugstore option. So I'm applying a little tiny bit to my lower lash line in a triangle, upside down triangle, because I am doing glitter tears. So this is just some silver glitter that I found in my collection. It was not branded, so I don't know what brand, but you can use, like, NYX has a bunch. There's a lot of different options. Just like a gold champagne. You could even use your Stila if you want to use that again. And then for the chunky glitter, I'm using Go Get Glitter. This is their silver glitter. Now I know Violet Voss has chunky glitter too, so again, you can get that anywhere. And I'm just applying this on top just to have those chunkier glitters. It just looks really cool. So now to brighten up the inner corner, I'm going into the shade Glazed. This is the lightest shade in the palette. It's just a really pretty champagne, I don't know, like champagne gold, but it's very light. Like you could use it for brow bone. You could even use it for highlighter. There's a lot of different ways. And then I wanted to go into this pink. I couldn't resist. This is the shade Glitz. It's the one that stands out to me. I love pink eyeshadow, and I'm sweeping this just on the lower portion, lower outer portion of my eye. I just wanted to bring a little bit, I don't know, like of a pink pop to this look, so it wasn't so orangey red. So I think it just was like a beautiful touch to the look. And now I am lining my lips. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. And then I'm going in with Abstract from Urban Decay, just a nude lip, and that completes the look. So I will have the palette linked down below, or when it launches, you can use my code to save 10%. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.